More than 90% of us have access to community recycling programs.
Less than half the cities and towns have curbside recycling.
It will add about $68 million a year to the cost of groceries.
In 11 other states, the cost of the beverages did not go up as a result of passing redemption laws.
It's hard to decide what's true when it comes to ballot question 2, which would expand 5-cent deposits to include water, sports drinks, teas, and other non-carbonated beverage containers. The no side says existing recycling programs make the potentially costly new deposits unnecessary and inconvenient.
So you're talking about something that will have people paying more at the checkout counter and won't have any significant impact on recycling rate.
The Yes People countered that the current programs offer no incentive to recycle a growing class of containers that end up as litter.
While 80% of redeemable containers get returned, only 23% of these on-the-go beverage containers get returned. The rest are tossed as trash and litter.
So is there a litter problem in Waltham?
So this is a perfect example of something that's not covered.
We met Waltham City Councilor and State Rep Tom Stanley at Hardy Pond. There's a recently renovated park there with a nice fishing pier. No litter in sight, right?
They're all over the place. Even though we have a recycling program in Waltham, anyone can see that there's trash litter and all sorts of bottles littered all over the streets of Waltham and in our waterways.
And this was the scene along the north wall of the Central Square parking deck last year.
Extra trash did not exist years ago, and the expanded bottle bill will help to cover them, and there'll be more incentive for folks to recycle them.
Jack Clark said the impact when the bottle bill was first passed in 1983 was immediate.
An overnight cleanup of these common beverage containers that were strewn across parking lots and roads.
Beverage containers make up under 10% of what's found on the ground. I don't think there's any disagreement on whether we want to increase recycling and keep our streets clean. We all want to do that, but the problem is with this approach. Wouldn't it make more sense to put more recycling receptacles in public places so that people can recycle all sorts of materials?
Recycling companies currently make money off all the container plastics that turn up in recycling bins. But the passage of question 2 could move some of that money into new pockets, like Waltham's redemption centers and more notably Waltham's small army of bottle people. You might have noticed some of them pushing packed shopping carts along Main Street, sometimes into oncoming traffic. This bottle collector redeems his daily haul from recycle bins at the Waverly Redemption Center on Summer Ave.
Monday I make about $60 in 3 hours. There's more water bottles than bottles, regular cans too. They should just put 5 cents on them.
You'll go blue in the face debating question 2. And ultimately, it won't matter. After being way behind in polling in August, No on 2 has earned more than 60% support based largely on a series of television commercials in constant rotation on local TV affiliates.
Vote no on question 2.
We are up against an $8 million anti-Jew campaign by the big beverage industry and the big supermarkets headquartered out of Washington, D.C.
As a mom, I don't appreciate being lied to.
Because Yes on 2 has aired very few ads, they've struggled to call out the no side on that 90% recycling figure, which the state's DEP claims is false.
Don't be fooled by big beverage companies trying to buy your vote.
Heading into the final week, No on 2 started airing arguably the most convincing ad of all, starring a Tufts professor.
Would cost up to 10 times more per ton than curbside recycling, and it's likely to increase the recycling rate by less than 1%.
You can vote yes or no on 2 on Tuesday, November 4th. For Waltham Newswatch, this is Chris Wangler.